Hi all, I thought I would create a video for the beginners out there, which includes me. So I wanted to show you today about the Dwarf 3 and how to create your darks. This is something that was sort of a bit daunting to me at first when I first got my Dwarf 3 and I didn't really understand how to do it and the best ways to do that. But over a course of a week or so, I've set up my Dwarf 3 of all the darks I need at the moment, and I thought I'd share my tips with you. Okay, so once you've logged into your Dwarf Lab app, if you want to go to your live section, and once you're in the live feed area, you want to make sure you're on Atlas or Deep Sky mode. So up in the top right corner, I can click in here and make sure you're in the Deep Sky mode, which I'm already in. Now on the left hand side, you've got the circle with the 3 dots. So if I click that, you'll notice on the right hand side then you've got your darks option comes up on the right. So if I click darks, so what you'll see I've already got in here in the dark frame section of the app is, at the moment I've only been using telly, but I haven't used wide yet, so I haven't done all my setup for wide yet. But for telly, I've made a setup based on what I'm currently focusing on, which a lot of the time is mainly at the moment 60 shutter and 60 gain on 4K. Obviously I've got a lot more darks to still take on the other variations. But at the moment I'm focusing a lot on 60-60. So what you'll see in here is, you'll see if I come down to say my 60 section, so you'll see I've got them ranging from temperatures from sorry, there we go, sorry. Right, so 60-60 on the left hand side is, so you'll see the temperatures ranging from 12 degrees all the way up to 23 degrees at the moment. So what I've done is I've captured lots of different frames, and I'm still actually adding to this. I think ideally you need sort of 10 dark frames minimum. I've seen people saying 15, some people saying 25. I'm going to aim for having 25 darks in each of these folders. Now it does take time, so obviously on your downtime when it's cloudy and that, then it's probably the best time to do it. If you want to be like me and have it all set up in advance. And what you do is you need a range of darks for the different temperatures, so that when your camera is within one of the ranges, I think it's around 2 to 3 degrees of the temperature you get your darks for, it will use the best darks it can for your setup, for for the temperature and the shutter speed and gain you're using. So it's best to have a variation of lots of darks, because what you'll find is if you suddenly drop to a certain temperature and you don't have the darks for it, then your telescope will advise you on screen that it doesn't have the necessary darks to continue recording and so on. Obviously I've done a little video on this before, getting your temperatures down on the Dwarf. The simplest way that I've done is to turn my Dwarf off and put it in the fridge, leave it there for sort of 20-30 minutes, and let it get down to around 10 degrees or so, and then I will turn the machine on and connect, and then I'll come into here like I've shown you, and you can click add dark. Now when you click add dark, it does say to put on the ND filter, which I do anyway, even though it's going in the fridge and it's completely dark in there, but I do it anyway. So you click next, you can choose your shutter speed and your gain. So in this instance, if I choose 60 on here and I do my gain 60, you can do your resolution. So you will need to do darks for 4K and 1080p if you're using both, and you've got the count. So the count then determines how many darks you're going to take. Now if you're when you go back to the live feed, you'll see the temperature on the bottom right hand side of the screen of what your Dwarf is currently at. So say it's 10 degrees. If you come in here and choose 10 photographs, 10 shots for darks, doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get 10 shots. You're more than likely going to get 3 or 4 shots, and then the temperature's going to keep rising. So what this does is you're setting the number of darks you want to take, and it will take those darks, and the temperature on your Dwarf Lab on your telescope will rise. So the darks will be taken for the relevant temperatures and put into the folders as you've seen earlier on my screen. So that's why you need to repeat this sort of over and over again until you've got the necessary number of darks in each of the different temps that you want. So for now, if I just put this to 1, so I then say start capture. So you can start your capture, and you'll see now there's a box with 60, 60 and 4K, which has currently no temperature in it. and you've got your bar down the bottom here saying capturing dark frame, and you'll see the percentage going up. So at the moment, it's going to take a dark, and it will add that dark to the relevant folder for the temperature, or create a folder if you don't have that temperature already. So that's pretty much it. That's as simple as it really is. It can be a little bit long-winded. You know, if you're going to do 10 shots minimum for each folder, then it'll take time. But like I said, when it's cloudy, you might as well go and stick it in the fridge and start taking your darks, and repeat that over and over until you've got the number of darks you want in each of your folders. I hope this has helped people. Obviously, I'm still an amateur at this, and I'm still new, but I wanted to show you this for the beginners, really, to show you how to quickly get your darks, and it's not just to make it so it's not so daunting to do. I still don't fully. I think I understand darks. I mean, I think the darks basically are placed within your stacked images to create basically a better image. It helps. I think it helps cut down noise and so on. But I'm no expert. I need to still read up on darks a bit more, to be honest, to understand everything about them. But yeah, this was just a more of a quick thing to hopefully help people who are maybe a bit baffled and new to using the telescope, to understand how to do this process. If you got any questions, give me a shout, and yeah, I hope this has helped someone. And yeah, clear skies, guys.